Hello again. Good morning, or is it good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are watching, to you all. This is your host, this is your guy DLG Reppin, and I'm going to be going through my match review of Arsenal v Liverpool, my player ratings, including the boys on the bench, and manager rating the two, and not forgetting the referee rating. Excuse me, moi. So, it finished at full time. Arsenal won, Liverpool won. And it finished 5-4 on penalties to Arsenal. So, we are this year's FA Community Shield winners. Aubameyang getting the winning penalty. And the unlucky fall guy, Ryan Brewster, missing by striking the bar. Now, he must have done that in training a lot, but there is pressure in a real match day event. There is pressure. So, to the match itself, first half, I think Liverpool started off very brightly the first 5-6 minutes, and unlucky not to go 1-0 up because they deserved it for their bright start. They were in control all over, especially in possession, and their goal got choked off because Van Dijk was slightly offside, and our defence needed that wake-up call. And I think a minute or two later, we got the other end, and great diagonal pass, maybe the pass of the game by Saka, found Aubameyang on the wing. He cuts inside and unleashes a 25-yard curler. Great goal. I thought Nico Williams should have shown him down the line, but he was more worried about tracking Tierney. And by doing that, he drew himself out of position, and where he's allowed Aubameyang to unleash a 25-yarder, 20-yarder curling effort past Alisson, who had no chance, to be fair. I mean, my slight criticism on Liverpool's right back is concentrate on Aubameyang and get goal side of him. If he does that, Aubameyang goes down the line. However, take nothing away from Aubameyang. It was a world-class strike from an elite striker. A world-class elite striker, should I say. I know troops will be pleased with that. So, we go 1-0 up in the interval, and even before the interval, Eddie Nketiah had a couple of opportunities, and Alisson saved well with the first one, and then the other one was blasted over the bar because he was leaning back. Otherwise, we could have gone at least 2-0 up at the interval. It wasn't to be. Liverpool came out, controlled the game as they did. And Emi Martinez, he pulled off a couple of good saves. I think in the first half, he pulled off a save from Mane. And in the second half, he pulled off a save from Mane again, where Rob Holding was caught unawares, and Mane left him for speed, and Martinez stood as big as he could. No, it was those two saves were in the second half. In the first half. Yeah, we were magnificent. We defended well, as we've been doing of recently, and even in the second half, we defended extremely well. And for me, I'm delighted. I am completely delighted about the way that we defended, and how organised we were in that first half. and the second half. And yeah, we conceded an equaliser, which was no fault of Rob Holding. Shot went in, ricocheted off him, and I think Minamino played a 1-2. He was trying to play a 1-2 to Salah, but it came off Cedric's chest as VAR was looking at an handball. There was no handball. It's just the fact that the attempted 1-2 came off Cedric Suarez's chest on into the path of Minamino, and from where he was, he couldn't miss a target. So, 1-1 it is, and Liverpool were creating a lot of opportunities. They were in control, and Mane had that opportunity, and it was again in facing Martinez, and Martinez did exceptionally well to thwart him. Otherwise, we're in a losing position. Overall, we defended superbly well, and there were some players that were putting some outstanding performances, and I'm going to get onto them later on. Well, as soon as. In that game, we had one opportunity where Willock came on as a substitute for Elneny. No, he came on for Maitland-Niles, I think. Or who did he? No, Maitland-Niles took a penalty. Nketiah came on, and I know Saka and Nketiah came. I know Saka and Nketiah came off. And I know Willock came on for, I think, Saka, and Nketiah came off for another youth graduate. Arsenal fans, you can remind me in the comment section below. Again, just help us out here. So, a good cross by Cedric Suarez, and Willock's header at the far stick was well wide of the mark, but it was a good effort. But I think it should have hit the target at least, make the keeper make a save or a catch. So without further ado, I'm going to go into the player ratings, and in goal, Martinez, 2 sublime saves for me, and superb with dealing with set pieces as well. His catching was on point. For me, he gets an 8 for me. And if he keeps getting 8 for me, he'll get 8 from the fans as well. So it just shows you that he deserves to start against Fulham for me. He's justified that in how many games since he took over from Leno in the Brighton game when football resumed back in May. Yeah, that's the one, I think. So I'm going to give it, in June. So I'm going to give Martinez an 8. Right, the wing backs in between the back three, but I'm going to go with the wing backs. Starting off with Bellerin. Defensively, first half hour he was all over the place again, but and his first touches, it was just horrible to watch. It was for me. He started off shakily, but I'm going to give him a 7. No, I'm going to give him a 6.5. And the other wing, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, immense performance, mate. Versatility player, he's becoming great at it. That performance I think even Lilian Thuram would be proud of him. And he would have been proud of that performance. Even the likes of Franco Baresi, Maldini, they would have been proud of that performance. That's how highly I rate this guy. And to sell him would have been a stupid mistake. It would have been a stupid thing to do. Complete dense decision. Why would they want to negotiate with Wolverhampton Wanderers? You're just strengthening them. And that guy has got to stay for the foreseeable future. He is a future. For me, is a future Arsenal player and a future legend. For me, he's got to stay. So I'm going to give him a 9. The back three, Rob Holding. He had a bit of a runaround by Mane, but he did pretty well. I thought he did pretty well in his defensive duties. Didn't give the ball away as much, and he kept it basic. So 7 for him. David Luiz, I'm going to give him a 7. Really, yeah, fairly steady in all 90 minutes. He was just fairly steady, kept his composure on the ball, and yeah, never looked like he was going to make a mistake. He really looks very comfortable in that back three. 7. Tierney, well, he just gets better and better. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Yeah, nothing spectacular, but nothing too bad. That's the main thing, and he kept it as solid as he can and defended well when we needed to defend well. I mean, there was a moment where Liverpool had a free kick and he matched Van Dijk in the air, and for me, got to the end of it with a backhand header, a back header in front of his goal, and for me, under the pressure as well, he did superbly well. 7.5 for Kieran Tierney. Right, the two in between Bellerin and Maitland-Niles to start off with. Yes, Elneny. Well, what a game he had. I mean, he broke up play. He was comfortable with the ball, very tidy, and he was all over the pitch for me. I mean, he gave a solid performance and a solid display in his defensive duties. He gets an 8. I've never thought I'd ever give Mohamed Elneny that much of a marking, but he gets an 8. And for me, a good squad player, not a starter week in, week out. No way. Especially if we're gonna push on, to get to the height where we've been before. He cannot be part of that week in, week out. If we're gonna improve our league positioning come May and finish a lot higher than 8th, we need that midfield bully destroyer. And for me, that's not Elneny, with the utmost respect to him. Xhaka, his performances are getting better by every Arsenal game he plays. Again, nothing spectacular. Thought he was very steady and solid when called upon, and he's more he's more thoughtful of how he plays the pass and where he plays the pass to. So for me, I'm going to give him a 7. The attacking three, Saka, he gets an 8. I thought he was fantastic, although he started to tire at the end of the towards the end of the game. For me, he looked well up for it, and he played a couple of nice through passes and through ball passes, should I say, and he was on top of his game. I do like the way he's growing into an Arsenal player and as a Premier League player as well. For me, he's just been absolutely outstanding since he's got into the first team and, a youth academy graduate. So I'm going to give him a 7. No, I'm going to give him a solid 8. Aubameyang, he took his goal well, worked hard. I mean, I love the tackle in the first half where he trapped a Liverpool player. I don't know who it was. Got a sliding tackling, won the ball, and helped us defend our goal. And for me, he carried a threat, especially in the first half. And in the second half as well, he did tire a little bit, but he still put in the work for me. And you know what? I'm going to give our captain an 8. Eddie Nketiah, 6.5. He had 2 opportunities for himself, never took them. he could have held the ball up a lot more better as the sole number 9. He's playing through the middle. Not quite ready yet, but I can see what striker he's going to become in the future. For me, I'm going to give him a 7. Substitutions, Willock. No, I'm going to go with Cedric Suarez first. He replaced Bellerin, and he put in a decent cross. I'm going to get for Joe Willock to head in a late winner. Sadly, it was well wide of the mark, and I think he should have had that on target, definitely. I'm going to give Cedric Suarez a 6. Excuse me. Who came on for Saka? Yeah, Joe Willock, who I've just spoken about. He came on. He had that header that went just wide, and didn't do much in the game as such. So I'm going to give him a solid 5.5. There was a third substitution. Was it an English? Reece Nelson, that's it. Reece Nelson came on the wing. Didn't have much of an impact as such, but he got involved. He had a couple of touches, but nothing special. I'm going to give him a 5. Mikel Arteta, again, he gets a 9. The way that he set us up defensively, the way he got us prepared, and the way that we performed defensively, and I do like the way that we were playing out of the back, but with a cautious approach, and he's drilled a lot of confidence into the defense, and he's got the respect of the defenders. He has made it known from day one that he is the boss, not just the defenders, the whole team, the whole playing squad. And for me, he just gets better within his coaching method, and he's a young manager, and he's only going to get better. And yesterday, you could see 11 Arsenal players defending for him when we haven't got the ball. And we were superb yesterday without the ball. Absolutely superb. Liverpool did not get much of a look in on our goal apart from the equaliser. So, and the 2 Mane saves. So, we weren't not on the real. You go back in the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years, 12 years, we would have been opened up easily. But we've become more resolute and more resilient. So for me, that's all down to Arteta, and we saw that in our display off the ball, defensively, very organised and disciplined, and that's how we had to be. So he gets a 9. The referee, oh, this is one of my favourites. I'm gonna give him a 5. He let the game flow. I can't remember too many bookings, that's for sure. He let the game flow, and just not. Basically, I can't remember too many nasty fouls, and I can't remember too many controversial decisions, definitely. So I thought it was a good game of football, and it was well refed by the man in the middle. If any of you know the referee's name, then drop it in my comment section below. Other than that, I'm going to mark him as a 5. And that's my conclusion of the player ratings, the ones in the sub, and that goes to the sub. Oh, that's my conclusion. Let me repeat that again. That's my conclusion of the player ratings, management rating, and the referee ratings. So I'm going to wrap this up. Ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and thank you for putting up with me yet again. If you agree or disagree with my ratings, then I'm open to I'm open to having a conversation. So just have if you got your views and your opinions, then yeah, leave it in my comment section below. Do smash the thumbs up, like button, and remember, please keep subscribing to my channel. Yeah, 46 subscribers so far, and let's make it a lot more than 46 subscribers today. So do subscribe to my channel. Smash the subscription button left, right, and center galore, hard and passionately, as I always say. And let's make this channel grow, and I'll help you by making my context grow too. So help me and I help you. And I'll be back this afternoon and this evening. And speaking of this evening, I do apologise for no show for yesterday evening, as my phone wouldn't charge on time, and by the time it did, it was just a wee too late. But there's no excuses. I did promise you guys an evening recording, and I didn't show up. But remember, please do subscribe to my channel, as well as like and comment. Subscribe to me, DLG Reppin. I'm out of it. Enjoy your morning. Peace and bliss.